what if I told you that Fidel Castro, the man who turned Cuba into a communist stronghold, accidentally helped build one of the richest cities in the Western Hemisphere? This isn't just irony. It's economics, exile, and empire. Welcome to Miami, the unintended child of revolution. When Fidel Castro seized power, thousands of Cuba's best and brightest fled. But they didn't disappear. They rebuilt, and they turned exile into empire. The story of Miami's boom begins with a communist collapse. He wanted to destroy capitalism, but instead he created a billionaire class across the Florida Straits. Exiles arrived with nothing but loss and memory. But within decades, they created a financial juggernaut. Fidel's revolution didn't just fail, it funded a capitalist paradise 90 miles away. Miami wasn't always a global city. It became one because of what Fidel Castro destroyed. This is how Brickell, Coral Gables, and Little Havana rose from the ashes of Havana. In Fidel's billion-dollar Backfire, we explore the stunning irony of how communist Cuba's collapse fueled Miami's meteoric rise. As exiles fled Castro's regime, they brought their talent, capital, and culture to Florida, turning a sleepy city into a booming global economic powerhouse. Yes, estimating the economic value created by Cuban exiles is possible. So let's take a look at the facts. Regional GDP impact, Miami-Dade County. Miami-Dade GDP in 1960, $3.5 billion. Miami-Dade GDP in 2025, $240 billion. Scholars credit the Cuban exile influx as a primary catalyst for the city's transformation into an international financial and trade hub. Conservative estimates suggest that over $1 trillion in cumulative economic output in South Florida since 1960 is directly or indirectly linked to the Cuban diaspora's labor, businesses, and capital. Business and entrepreneurship. By 1980, Cuban exiles owned over 60% of all Hispanic-owned businesses in Florida. Bacardi USA relocated to Miami, the largest privately held spirit company in the world, owners of Bacardi rum, Grey Goose vodka, Patron tequila, Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey, Bombay Sapphire GI, Martini and Rossi Vermouth, and sparkling wines, Aristov vodka, Cazador's Blue Agave tequila, Angel's Envy bourbon. Sedano's supermarkets. Fangel Sugar Empire, owners of Florida Crystals, American Sugar Refining Incorporated, ASR Group, which includes brands such as Domino Sugar, C&H Sugar, and Redpath Sugar. ASR Group is the world's largest cane sugar refiner and marketer. MBF Healthcare, Mastech, Leon Medical, Cisneros, and dozens of real estate developers. These businesses alone are responsible for tens of billions of dollars in employment, tax revenue, and supply chain impact. Real estate and finance. Brickell Avenue, now known as the Wall Street of the South, was developed by Cuban real estate and financial networks. Many wealthy Latin American families funneled money into Miami through Cuban-controlled banks, e.g., Republic National Bank, BAC Florida, Ocean Bank. Cuban-American developers built large swaths of South Florida suburbs like Hialeah, Westchester, Coral Gables, and Kendall. The real estate value linked to Cuban-led development is estimated to be in the hundreds of billions. Cuban exiles can be incredibly credited with creating $1 to $2 trillion in South Florida alone. Over 1.5 trillion opening trade links between South Florida and Latin America in exports. Fidel Castro wanted to destroy capitalism, but accidentally helped build one of the wealthiest cities in America. Back in Index Pointing Right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you believe history is full of untold twists.